All right, guys, so here we are, the HTC U12. You know, I've talked about things on this phone in several different videos. I like to push out short, small videos covering different topics so you'll be able to make it through a video, because some people can't make it 5 minutes, 10 minutes on a video. But I put out a lot of coverage on this phone so far, and it's a good phone. There's no denying that it is definitely a champ. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 microphones for stereo recording, which is absolutely awesome. The cameras on this thing are really good. Takes great photos. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. I've already got video footage of this phone up, so go check that out. I'll try to remember to link it in the description, but if I don't and I forget, just search Mr. J.O. Williams HTC U12 Plus on YouTube and you'll find all the videos that I have. Or just go into my video feed and you'll find it. This little smiley face back here is really highlighted with these cases on. And let me talk about a couple things that I'm not really a fan of this phone, because it's not all roses. The first thing is the body of the phone. Now, while it is a beautiful phone, as you can see, I have a case on it because the phone is so slippery, it is very easy to break. I would definitely recommend that you, I know you don't want to cover up this phone, but if you try to go bare and you drop this phone, it is going to shatter. If you drop it on a hard surface, it's going to shatter. Trust me, take my word for it. So putting it in a case is good. And I know you're probably saying, Jay, they gave you a case with it. Well, that case isn't any good, to be honest. It's a slippery case. It doesn't give any grip, and it doesn't really protect the phone from any kind of heavy drops. And the phones drop, they drop on the corners first, and that's where you see most of your shatters at. Even if it's falling face down, it's gonna hit somewhere. It's not gonna just, if it does that, it's probably not gonna shatter. But you need some protection, and with that protection, you get a little bit of grip. Now, another thing that I've talked about in other videos is the buttons. Some people have asked about these buttons, saying, you know, hey, do the buttons, do they accidentally go off in your pocket? No, I've never had these buttons accidentally go off in my pocket. Because this, and people ask that, they're talking about this because of this new style of buttons. These aren't really hardware buttons. They're just some capacitive buttons that are on the side of the phone, and it's being worked by the software. So if you touch it, you know, you get a little vibration sensation letting you know that you just did something, pretty much. Is that my first choice for a set of buttons? No, it's not. It's not that they're bad or anything. It's going to take you some time to get used to them, but I'm just not a fan of them. I'm totally not a fan of these hardware buttons, and I think I've said that in other videos, and you know, I stand firm on that. It's just not something that I'm used to it, but that doesn't mean I like it, and that's all pretty much what it is. So I would say to a person looking at this phone, after that, for me, the screen, the battery, the cameras, the performance, the stereo speakers, you know, plugging in with the Usonic headphones, obviously you get great sound. There's not much to dislike about this phone, in my opinion. It's just another Android phone. I mean, look at all, well, let's see, these are the phones I have currently sitting in front of me right here. So these are just a few other phones that I have. This is the Note 8, the U Ultra, the Essential phone, and the Asus Zenfone 5. These few phones stack up against this phone. All these phones do better than something, you know, one of these do, you know, there's something good about every phone. And, you know, this phone measures up to a flagship quality phone if you want to put a title on it. The only thing that people might be drawn back from is that it's not on a carrier and the price of $800. So you're gonna have to pay up front in order to get this phone, but a lot of people have credit cards, or you just have the cash ready to go. So is it a bad phone? Nah, it's not a bad phone by any means. Is it an expensive phone? All phones are expensive. Anything over $500 or so, or $400, you got to start trying to justify it, because there are a ton of phones out there that are $400 or less that are boss. So let's just keep it 100 here. As much as I like this phone, there are a boatload of phones out there that are great for $400 or less. So we got to be fair here. But what I will tell you is, some people might fight with paying the price, but you do that with any phone that you have, you know, especially if you don't need it. So if you need it, you're willing to pay. You're like, you know, I got to get this. I want to get something that's going to last. If a person does not have the U11, which I will be shocked if a person didn't have it, the U11 is a boss phone. If you don't have it and you want to get something that's extremely premium, that's No phone is future-proof also, by the way, folks. When you hear people say, oh, it's future-proof, it's not future-proof because phones come out like every 2 months. So there can't be a future-proof phone. You know what I mean? So anyway, I want to do a quick video follow-up on this phone. It's absolutely fantastic. Just fantastic. And I think you guys will really enjoy it if you decide to pick it up. It's your man, Jay Will. See you in the next video. Take care.